morning, everybody. How are you? The devilishly handsome Ian Dixon. Good morning, sir.
Shut up, for fuck's sake. Jesus.
Good morning, everybody. How are you? Welcome to Friday's show, Rise Up show. I look like an 80s DJ. Good morning. I am in a shell suit. In fact, I'm in the shell suit. If anybody has been following me for any amount of time, for a number of years now, you will know that actually this exact shell suit has been the shell suit that was like one of my first costumes as part of the very first Be Inspired. It was as part of my social media as it's been growing. I am not averse to dressing up and being a little bit silly and being a little bit fun in the things that I wear. But actually, now I've lost quite a significant amount of weight. It kind of like I'm digging the fit. I'm kind of digging on it, to be honest. So I don't know. I feel like it's a look. I don't know. How are you guys? How are you guys feeling about the shell suit? I kind of like it. Good morning, everybody. If you are watching along, please do get in here. Please do stay for a minute. I'm just waiting for a few of you to join me. Please do comment. Let me know that you're there. Give this a little share. Give me some likes, some love, some hearts. It's not very often that I ask for that degree of interaction. And today I want to talk to you about how closed mouths don't get fed. So that's going to be kind of where we're at today. I'm going to ask you for something. I'm going to do the asking myself today. So Charlotte Clark, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to you, Emma Meller. One of those rare occasions you get to catch one of these lives. You are most welcome, Sausage. I love that you have a shell suit. Facebook user, I love that I have a shell suit too. I have been known to be singing and dancing in this on stage. Good morning to you, Karen Dawkins. How are you, darling? Shanali, how are you? Welcome to the show at Rise Up Show this morning. If you are new, let me know. But come on in, come and get a cuddle. I've got some things to talk to you about today. Nina A. Spencer, good morning to you, darling. How are you? I am good. I've missed you over the summer as well. Karen Power, hello, good morning to you. Let me know where you're watching from. Are you watching from LinkedIn? Are you watching from Facebook? Are you in the Hive? Whereabouts are you? Welcome. So the premise of the show at Rise Up show is on a Monday we'll set our intentions together. On a Wednesday we'll do some learning together. On a Friday we'll celebrate our successes for the week, and those successes may be that you have achieved some fantastic, incredible launch and you've made £1 million. It could be that you have managed to have a shower every day this week. I'm on Facebook from Hertfordshire, soon to be Merseyside. Joe from Hartlepool. Hello, Joe Wilson. Hello, Joe Wilson from Hartlepool. New to the show. So, okay, let's get into it. Let's get in. When you or we or me or I, when we're achieving things that we've never done before, the level of growth sometimes that is required in order to pull it off is big. And if anybody has noticed, if anybody has been following me for any length of time, my growth game is strong. So the trajectory that I have been on for the past sort of 3-4 years has been very steep, let's say, in that I started the first IATQB events 3 years ago. And we've run lots of different types of events since. So we started off with the very first show at Rise Up Live, where I kind of put my flag in the floor and said, look, I've been creating this community for a while, but like we're going to have events, we're going to be hanging out together. And this is kind of setting the bar for what it is that we do. And these events are going to get bigger and better and what have you, and more awesome and more incredible people are going to be getting involved. And everything that I said that I was going to do, I've done. Everything. There's nothing that I have said that I'm going to do that I haven't done, or that isn't in the process of bearing fruit or coming to fruition or germinating even. So I remember maybe 8-9 years ago, I sat in my car, outside the park, having just been for a walk, trying to work on my health and saying, I'm working on a book. I've got a book in me, and I'm gonna do a book. I'm gonna release a book out into the world. And lo and behold, she says, looking for said book. I don't have to wave it around at you. I've got 3 books now that are out into the world. So there's my little book, which is Closed Mouths Don't Get Fed, which is what I want to share with you this morning. How closed mouths don't get fed, and how I'm opening my mouth today and asking for help, which I don't do very often. The second book is I Am the Queen Bee, How I Overcame Self-Sabotage to Fly Anyway, and how you can too, which talks about sort of my story and some of the things that I've done over the past few years to overcome self-sabotage, what that looks like, and some real tips and tricks to work through that. And also I've curated with my incredible friend Nikki James a collaboration book called It Starts With You, sharing phenomenal stories of people who realized that their power was in and within themselves. So I remember saying in the car, I remember the very live that I did, because I've documented pretty much all my live through lives for the past sort of 10 years. I remember sitting there, and I remember the headscarf that I was wearing, because I love wearing headscarves, and my eyebrows were pretty on fleek. And I'm saying to the camera, I'm saying, look, don't know how I'm going to make this happen, but this is my commitment. I am going to write a book. And it took me a little while, but I wrote a book, and it's an international bestseller. It is in the bestseller list on the regular. It always gets incredible reviews. People tag me and message me all the time, say, Dan, this book's game-changing, life-changing for me, and it's brilliant. But I asked for help. I put it out to the world, and eventually I met my publishers, Authors & Co, met Abby. We brought the book into fruition and really, made that happen. Events have been the same thing, whereby I have said each time we're making these events bigger and better, the premise of Be Inspired particularly is that I see it as a national event. I see it as a platform whereby small and medium-sized businesses can sit alongside global and national businesses in a leveling of the playing field, sharing ideas, not just from a TEDx perspective or a TED perspective, but even more meaningful, allowing spirituality to come into play. So if we look at TED or TEDx, it's technology, education, and design, right? So we're looking at the sciences, we're looking at very, specific ideas worth spreading. That's their premise. And for Be Inspired, what I want is the inspiration to have more conversations to move our society forward in lots of different ways. So from a spiritual perspective, a personal development perspective, from a business perspective. And we started out in a little underground theatre in Manchester, and we are now heading at the end of September into Manchester United Football Stadium. We have now piqued the interest of some fantastic, incredible, globally, nationally recognized brands. We have already got a really strong community of amazing small to medium-sized businesses and people who want to access personal development attending. So we have a fan base, if you will. We're almost sold out in the room. But in order for us to really take up that national stage, I need people to share the event, and I need sponsors for the event. And what pisses me off about the online space, about the business space, is there's this veneer of everything's going so well, it's all amazing, it's all wonderful. And it is, don't get me wrong. Honestly, the people that I'm speaking to who are in on this project are blowing my mind. They are blowing my mind. And one of the things that we need in order to pull off this event in the way that I know that I can for you all is that I need some sponsors. I need some people that are able to share their money and their contacts with us in order to level this up. And so, didn't you sell your sofa on a live? No, I didn't sell my sofa on a live. There's something called like a couch auction, which is essentially a roast. So there are an underbelly of some Facebook groups, people who seek out people going live and they roast them live. So they will post, they might be doing, I used to do a lot of makeup lives and what have you, and they will post that live in this roast group. And all the people that are in that roast group, their purpose for that group is to just take the piss out of that person going live. It's brutal. It's absolutely savage. It's bullying is what it is, because they choose people that look vulnerable, or they choose people that are trying to make a living, or they'll choose people who might look like they've got learning difficulties, for example, and they will go and roast that person whilst they're live. Oh, quick, we've got someone putting their makeup on, go and take the piss out of them. And they'll turn up and they'll say, madam, I believe you're selling the couch. Can you show me the couch? How much are you selling the couch for? And you're like, I'm not like, just to confuse them, to try and throw them off. That happened once. It's absolutely amazing what we've created. It is amazing what we've created, 100%. And when we are looking at huge international social media platform, it is cruel, Emma. It is cruel, and I've found myself in a position where I was in a live roast, and because of the way that I am, I knew what it was. And they'll post things like, put a shoe on your head. Like, it's ridiculous what they do, and it's to throw that person off. It's really cruel. And I found myself, I'd been posted in one of these groups, and that's why it's really easy to deal with Jo Wilson. Like, I've been heckled worse than Jo Wilson will ever heckle me. She only heckles with love as well. But yeah, so I found myself in the middle of one of these roasts and found it fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. I was like, my goodness, I feel famous. Like, no, I'm not going to do these things. Shanali, I've got to go, but PM the details and I'll share next week. I'd be so grateful if you would, Shanali. I'm so grateful. I absolutely will after this. But we are seeking headline sponsors. We are seeking after party sponsors. And it is to make sure that these areas are really, really well represented. We have partnerships already with the AA, with Vodafone. We're solidifying a partnership with NatWest Bank. There is a huge global social media platform that we are partnering with on the event as a litmus for them, so they can see the event and they're excited about the event, and they're going to grow with us, which is very, very exciting. But still, we need people to be able to put their money where their mouth is. So where closed mouths don't get fed, what I need is connections. So LinkedIn, I'm talking to you right now. If we have just come across each other, you might not know how strong my growth game is. You might not have seen me before and think, oh, she's a wily young one. No, we're really making waves. We are bringing together the online space and the in real life business space. We're bringing those two groups of people together to make incredible change, to help us show up, wise up and rise up together, to put Manchester on the map with regards to having an event like this. A lot of these events happen in London. They happen down south. And I get it. But actually, Manchester, Liverpool, Newcastle, the North has an abundance of talent, a wealth of talent. And I want to be bringing those conversations onto a national platform from Manchester. You know, Manchester is the home of the worker bee. Manchester's south. It depends where you're from. If you're from Hartlepool, then your Manchester's definitely south. But a lot of these events do happen, but they happen in the London area. They happen around the capital, and often that's really restrictive for those who are from the north. So I want to be speaking to the likes of Andy Burnham so that he knows what this event is. I want to be speaking to the powerhouses in the North so that they know what this event is, because everything that I'm creating at the moment, I'm creating on my own. I'm literally banging the drum so loud that, yes, people are starting to take notice, but I'm at that point now where, yeah, I can't do it on the own. Danny, you are the Northern powerhouse. Like, it's like, what we fail to remember sometimes is that people in my community and in this audience space right now will say, oh, Danny, well, you are kind of famous in your own front room already. But what we fail to recognize is that we're in a bubble, a real bubble. So I have had the honor of being able to work all over the world in lots of different ways. So I would work in holiday when I was younger. I would work in holiday resorts. And when you are, and I was on the animation team, I was one of those really annoying people that would be like, hey, who wants to do water polo? And then I'd be in the shows in the evening. Like, I was that girl. And what you find is that when you are in that little bubble of that holiday resort, is during those 1 weeks or 2 weeks or 10 days or whatever, when those people are on holiday, you're a minor celebrity in that field. Like, when you would leave, they would leave you gifts and leave you presents. They would get you to sign your autograph. Like, the kids would get you to sign their autograph before they left. I was a Pontins Blue Coat for a while, and they would go around and get all the Blue Coat signatures. It was like being a character at Disneyland in this really small, and this happens. If anyone's worked in a holiday resort, you'll get me. You'll know what I mean. But having that experience made me realize that pockets of space generate minor celebrity or influence, but that does not mean that you're on a world stage. And that's where we are at right now. So Danny Wallace, so the Queen Bee Danny, or IATQB, well, it's like I'm a celebrity in my own little pocket of the world. So you will come to one of my events and it'll be bloody hell. How did I not know about this before? That's how it works. Me and my kids used to do that at Butlins. Yeah, absolutely, Amy. It's definitely a thing. And it is like that about the online space. There will be celebrities in the online space. And I know that I take up space in my little corner of the internet as a influencer, right? A micro influencer, but an influencer nevertheless, where people may meet me and they'll go, oh my God, it's Danny Wallace. And I'll be like, understanding that we are only essentially in the Pontins or the Butlins of the whole of the business area. That's the reality of it is this. So let me shatter any illusion that lots and lots and millions of people know who I am. They don't. And so more people need to know who I am, much in the same way as people needed to know who I was in the online space. So I know now people are whispering about you and me. You want to watch out for Danny Wallace. Like, she's really one to watch. But this needs now to translate out into the in real life business world. And I'm doing as best as I can. I'm doing what I can with the time that I've got, while still trying to juggle my kids, while still trying to, look after my dad and keep my family going. And while still trying to build this beautiful, beautiful IATQB business and community. But more people need to know who I am. And also for the Fly Anyway Foundation, I need more people to put their hands in their pockets. I need more people to see what it is that we're doing and believe in me and believe in us and actually put their money where their mouth is. So here's what I'm asking this morning. I need some conversations with people who have got deep pockets. I need some conversations with people who would like an energetic exchange with me, whereby I would, if you want to be a headline sponsor, I will come into your business and I will get your team be more productive. I will G them up. I will come in and do one of my nationally renowned talks for them. And in return, and we will also provide you with PR space as part of our PR campaign, both regionally and nationally. You will feature really, really heavily in all of the promo in the run-up. We're open to negotiation over exclusivity deals. If you enter into a conversation with us and partner with us, what am I asking? Is if you out there right now are a business who wants a conversation like that, to partner with me on one of the most exciting business and personal development events, one of the most in growth business and personal development events. Remember what's happening here. Incredible conversations, moving the needle conversations that are happening on stage, and then global businesses, national businesses, and local businesses coming together and linking arms and showing up, wising up, and rising up together, with the added bonus of supporting people who've experienced domestic abuse, create their financial freedom and improve their confidence and their contribution to the world again, then it's a no-brainer. It is a no-brainer. So yeah, I'm asking and pleading with you that if you know somebody that I can connect with in this space that you reckon will be a great partner, if you know a business that will be a great partner for Be Inspired, that is aligned with linking arms, that is aligned with helping businesses move the needle. Like if we look at who's trusted and we look at the trust barometer, that brands and businesses actually are now more trusted than ever before. And if you are a brand or a business that wants to move the needle and actually take hold of your corporate social responsibility and come and be a part of this and come and help me really shift the dial on what we can offer out in the north, then please get in touch. Please connect me, get in my DMs. I can send you the corporate sponsorship brochure. I can have these conversations. Have I managed to get contact with Andy Burnham yet? I might have some Labour Party contacts. Might not be anything better than you have already. Nope, not yet. But if you can, please do. There is, like, the diary is pretty clear today in order for me to have these conversations. I am literally challenge Annika, pulling this event off for everybody. The event's almost sold out. The speakers are all in place. The venue is in place. We just want to take it to that next level now, and I need help to do it. So for those of you out there that are able to connect me, please do. I'm not in the business of what's the word? Like, if you don't ask, you don't get. And I know that this community makes incredible things happen. And today's one of those days where the sleeves are on, the shell suit's on. I am running like the clappers. I am making this thing happen, and I can't do it on my own. So if you've got connections for me, if you think, oh, I know of someone, then I need to be speaking to them. I need to have a conversation with them today. I need to have a conversation with them this week, or into this coming week. So I would love it, love it, if you can connect me. That is what I'm asking for you this morning. I am not above asking, and never above asking. And I know that sometimes it's during these really exciting times, these trying times, that some of the best conversations happen. And already some of the best conversations are already happening. But just a few more to get this whole thing over the line is what I need. So that is what I'm asking you today. I'm not worried. I'm still going to make it happen anyway, but I want it to happen on the level that everybody involved with this deserves. That is what's happening. So just a final few things to tie up, and it is with those connections that I intend on tying them up. So that is what I'm asking for today. Right, my darlings. And what are you asking for today? How do we show up, rise up together? What are you celebrating today? I want to know. Let me know in the comments. How are we celebrating you? I'm celebrating that we're almost sold out. The show is almost sold out. I'm so excited. I am celebrating the massive wins that my clients are experiencing right now. They are smashing barriers, slaying dragons. Huge shout out to Lizzie Jackson Barrett this week, who went and did a forethought, went to BBC Studios to go and do a forethought for BBC Radio 4. She's just heading into, I think, a third or fourth TEDx. Huge shout out to Yvonne Phillip, who is she's just secured a TEDx. She's doing a TEDx towards the end of this year, which is really, really exciting. Huge shout out to Lisa Johnson, who had me on her Visible course last night, talking specifically about TEDx. It's really exciting times for everyone involved, for everyone in my world, and I just want to make it more exciting. Sarah Park handed in her resignation this week. So excited about that. Amy Blaine is celebrating my niece moving into her new home today, not celebrating how tired I'll be at the end of the day. Feel you on that, sister. Feel you on that. Huge shout out to Jodie Salt, who is creating an incredible festival at One Manifest, which is a celebration of all things women. But really, 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 really excited for her and everything that she's creating with that. If you have not got your tickets to One Manifest yet, get your tickets to One Manifest. There's only so many tickets left to be inspired. You're not going to be able to attend as an attendee very, very soon. As you want to make sure that you're both One Manifest. I'm going to be speaking and singing at One Manifest and at Be Inspired. They are going to change the game for you from a business perspective, from a personal development perspective. And that is it. That is where we're at. That is what I'm asking for. I need your help. I need those connections. I need to know those businesses. Those businesses need to know me from a corporate sponsorship perspective. So if any of you know anyone, get in touch, connect me up, hook your girl up. And this event is honestly, it's just going to be off the chain hook. God, I'm so white. Right, my darlings, I love you. You are amazing. Thank you so much for all of your support as ever. I will see you all really soon. I will keep you updated on the progress. Keep your peepers peeled over on Facebook. I will chart to you how all this is going. I'll speak to you all really, really soon for more Showing Up, Wising Up and Rising Up. If you do want to exhibit at Be Inspired, there are just a few expo spaces left. So please do send me a DM or put expo in the comments and I will send you the expo brochure. It is £300 plus VAT for 1 day, £500 plus VAT for 2 days. You'll be exhibiting alongside some phenomenal businesses that are already there, globally and nationally recognized, as well as small businesses as well. So if you do want to expo with us, do snap up one of those final spaces. I can't recommend it enough. You guys are going to get the party started for us. We've got phenomenal entertainment in the form of George Alfie on day 1 and me. And also Shiggy Pakhtar is going to be DJing for us in the after party on day 2. So if you know a food and beverage company that wants to come and sponsor the after party, please do connect us in. AU Vodka, I'm looking at you. Dirty Duck Gin, I'm looking at you guys. It is an opportunity not to be wasted. Right, loves? I will see you all later. Have a brilliant day. Slide into the DMs of the weekend. Tell it it's looking fine. And I will see you on the flip. Tra.